Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Well, one of the newest entrant into national politics is Mr. Prakash Raj. He's been asking questions through his Just Asking campaign, but now he's decided to get into politics, delve right through, deep through it, and that too from the Bengaluru Central constituency. Well, interesting choice of the constituency. Why Bengaluru Central? You had an entire expanse of the country in the south of India. You're a film star. There are people who love you, who respect you. Why Bengaluru Central?
Bengaluru Central is my constituency. It's a 4.5 kilometer constituency. I was born in a Martha's hospital, so a nurse, my mother, here. I lived in places like Shantinagar, Charajpet in my childhood. I did my primary school in Shantinagar, St. Michael's, which is in this constituency. Then I came to St. Joseph's Indian High School till my 10th standard, which is in this constituency. Then I went to St. Joseph's College of Commerce and I studied till second year BCom when I walked out of college. That's in this constituency. Then I came to Kalakshetra, my theatre, for a decade where I did. That's in this constituency. Then I went and to Gandhinagar, from where the Kannada film industry fraternity, I started my film career, which is in this constituency. So I know this constituency, like I said, it's the
Back of your hand.
Back of your hand, and there are people whom I've lived with, neighbors who I've lived with. I've walked, dreamt on the streets of this Bangalore constituency to wherever I am today. And the literature, the reading, the libraries, the theatre, the experience, the exposure, my Josephites were still there here. So and I thought that I should start from my roots.
Interesting, because also the fact that you're looking at national politics directly. There were assembly elections that were held in 2018. Why were you not dabbling with assembly elections? Why did you decide directly for the Lok Sabha?
There were two reasons. During assembly elections, I was not keen on entering into electoral politics. So
what changed your mind?
I'll tell you, because I thought I would be a catalyst. I would be inspiring. But then, this 2 years of just asking, and I realized that the democracy has been hijacked by political parties, because in constitution there is nothing called a political party. There are representatives who, after being elected, a group of representatives come together, form a thought process, and they rule. But now, how come the whole thing has been hijacked? And how come I continually keep asking questions and it's falling into deaf ears? And being an MP is where you make policies, where you question policies, where you discuss policies, and nothing is happening here. And so I think it's high time now. I think I get into electoral policy as a citizen of this country and get the voice of a citizen heard in the parliament.
So basically just asking needed more teeth, and you thought that the political arena would give you more.
Just asking is not just asking. We ask with solutions. Because we know, that's why I ask, why are you doing this? Just asking is not just throwing questions. So I think we should need that, because any political party, they take 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 6 lakhs votes, and they represent so many people's aspiration, lakhs of people's aspiration. But once they go into the center, they become one single vote to save some party, bring it to power or things like that. And none of them talk about the issues of the people. The voice of the citizen doesn't go there, because they're sucked into a party and they have to listen to the high command. So I think somewhere a citizen's voice needs to be heard. It's high time we take back our democracy.
What would be your priorities if elected?
My priority is to look at the way you need to do policies in this country. It is not just that sums and whims and fancies. Now we are talking about agrarian crisis, and all the parties just want to do the loan waiver. Now, when a political party or a ruling party or an opposition party when the opposition party comes to the ruling party and they just do a loan waiver, I understand you have done so much of nonsense to the agrarian crisis, you do it, but then after that what? Will you continue to the loan waiver next year? Or will you start agriculture colonies? Will you bring in cold storages? Will you try to reduce the maximum price? Will you try to get into it? No, nobody wants to do it. They just want to do loan waiver, and they're not addressing that because they keep quiet. And those are not the policies we need to ask. Because any political party who makes in policies is just trying to appease or trying to push the problems under the bracket. There is no scientific approach to it.
So basically you're saying that this whole farm loan waiver thing is nothing but to capture votes as much as
That's
possible?
exactly what they're doing, because they push the agrarian crisis to their end. Okay, now you need to do a farm waiver. But after that, what? You can't keep doing it every year.
Every state is doing that. Karnataka itself.
You're doing, but that is not the way. What is the pressure on the exchequer? Why don't you use something else where you need not do farm waiver next time? Where you empower the farmer. If a farmer grows a vegetable and sells it for 50 rupees, a consumer is eating it, buys it for 50 rupees. Now on that basis, you want to fix the minimum support price to 25 rupees. But who is going to question that 50 rupees rate is wrong? Why don't you bring in cold storages so that it has more life of the vegetables? Okay. Bring in colonies so that they don't look at just tomato price raise up, everybody grows a tomato. Yeah. Bring some semblance to it, bring it down to 40, raise it down to 25, then fix it. No. Yeah. You should empower a farmer. It is not just giving a loan maybe, it's not that. An agrarian crisis is not just farming. You know, it's no more a fashionable job for them. There's no self-respect for them. There's an education things has to be addressed to a farmer. Health issues has to be addressed about the farmer. There's a lot of other crises, not just the rain, not just the water. For a citizen of this country, and none of the parliamentarians want to talk about it because they are very happy that their party has done it. So next time we are the farmer. They are not farmer friendly.
Unemployment is a major
very major problem. They are not thinking about an alternative employment. They don't think. For example, KCR has done a brilliant job. Look at that leader, whatever he has done. He started giving sheeps. And they called him a sheep minister. And the point is, in 4 years, he is saying, Prakash, we used to import sheep to Telangana. In 4 years, we are able to export sheep. Okay. Probably in a few years, I may export it to other countries. Somebody has to have a vision. Somebody needs to sit. How many of the MPs go and sit and talk about the issue of the constituency?
What is your vision plan in terms of 3 things that you would like to implement? And that you're raising questions at every point of time at every policy. The question being only if you raise a question will the solution come. What are those 3 things that you would like to implement right now?
You see, when I raise a question, it is pregnant with an answer. It is pregnant in seeking a solution. Now you want to give free meal to government school children. I said, what is the quality of it? Now you have told, and it's a fantastic policy, but then a woman who cooks that gets 2,100 rupees per month. She is a mother. Why will she not steal? Because she can't survive 2,100 rupees and there is no job guarantee, job security to her. Why don't you look into policies like this? It is not just 3 questions. First, we need to tell these politicians, and we the people have to realize, if there is a road being laid by the government, a citizen should realize, it is my money, you deliver, I certify. Okay. You are accountable. We don't certify anything.
You want
it's
to
my money.
accountability.
We need to start thinking like that. We need to be accountable. We need to be responsible. What happens to my tax money? How? Explain. There is no dialogue. Look at this whole country. Everybody is just thinking to survive as a political party because the time has come that we are not going to see a single largest national political party in this country. And we are in a denial mode. The truth is, regional parties are growing because farmer issue cannot be a national issue. It should be a state issue. Okay. Why aren't we talking like that scientifically? A farmer next to a river Kaveri, his needs and his problems are different from a farmer on a hilltop of Assam. A farmer somewhere in Kolar who depends on 1 rain per year. But you can't have a blanket decision on it. It has to be a state subject. So we need to understand, we need to take back the state subject. We need to take back education as a state subject. So we need to define it. We need to understand the beautiful such vivid, such different cultures, different issues are there. We are not looking at it scientifically.
But I'd also like to ask you, why did you choose to be an independent? Why not be a part of a political party to get more strength, workforce? Why did you choose to fight as an independent?
In a country where political parties are struggling to survive, in a country to get a seat when political parties are coming together, in a country where an interest of a political party is more important than the nation's political positions, I will not even survive for 3 months in any political party. They will expel me because I have a question. We, the people of this country, should realize that we should be in the parliament. It is our issues that is more important for us.
But were you approached by political parties when you announced your...
They will approach because I am a voice. They see me as a voice. They will approach, and I am not saying no. If you are secular, support me. If you are not secular, I am against you. So why do you want me to? See, I don't want to be in your party because you will expel me anyway. I would rather go to the people.
You met with Mr. Kejriwal.
See, I met with Kejriwal, and the point is, when they see an individual, they see a very, they thought, according to them, is a good candidate standing, they come to support me and I take the support.
So is the workforce with you?
Yeah, the whole workforce with them. When Sisodia came down here, and I admire him for the work he has done. I'm not bothered about what political party he comes from. The schools, what he has worked there. In Delhi, I have witnessed them. So what a beautiful vision. So when they come and say that sort of a quality thinker says, we like you, it is not necessary you join our party, but we will give our workforce with you.
So the AAP workforce is
AAP
with
workforce
you.
is what is working in the office. There are many other volunteers who are working it, but AAP has come and put it, because their workforce is so wonderful. They're so clear, they're so strong. They plan, they're on the ground. So good, no? Probably Kamal Hassan tweets from somewhere, I'm very happy you're walking the talk. It's wonderful. So all secular parties, because by yourself you can't stop this BJP. It's communal politics. You need to stop them. Let us see where will you come. But anybody who is secular wants to support, but don't try to take away my identity to ask me to join a party. Let's talk to the nation.
Your thought, your ideology, you think will drive people towards you, or also your film star status that will draw people towards you?
See, to get a ticket in a big party and win, it is not a citizen's win. It is a party's win. It will be again an opportunity to grow, and they will think Prakash has been against joining any political party, and naturally he is, because they have been saying I am an agent of another party because I am against another party. But I need to prove no, I am not. I am not an opportunist. I don't want to be here on an easy way. I need to be elected by talking to the people, people understanding why I am talking, and that is the way you need to go. It is not just because you are popular and there is a vote bank and get into a political party. It will not be the victory of a citizen. I may add to the party, but I need it to be the victory. The slogan is citizens' voice in parliament. It has to be a citizens' victory. I need to talk to every voter, make them think, ask them to look at their vote. Because they come to tell me, without money, how will you win the elections? This is exactly what you have been fighting.
And the area that you've taken, Bengaluru Central, is a tough one.
See, Bengaluru Central, not only because I'm born here and this is my space, it is a mini India to me for the pan-Indian appeal I have, because we have Muslims, we have Christians, we have Dalits, we have Hindus who really love me, and there are Tamilians, there are Telugu speaking people, there are Malayalis, there are Sindhis, there are Kannada speaking people, sizable amount of Tamil people, and they have lived with me the last 2 years, and see, they have not seen me just as an actor. I have grown beyond that. They have been seeing how I put my foot down on social issues. So I'm beyond an actor. I'm just not an actor for them. I've been a voice of the minorities. I've entertained them. I've produced films where they have loved it. They have seen my human services. They have seen my foundation work, my adopted village. There's a lot of things I've done. They have seen the growth. With my writings, they see what I look at things. And the fearlessness I have when something goes wrong. My secular thought process. So, I think this is a better place for me. What else is a better place for me to contest?
You took on Prime Minister Narendra Modi several times. You've taken on the BJP, you've taken on a lot of MLAs here, but you've also tweeted about the very recent comment of the Prime Minister saying about Sabrimala being one of the most shameful action going down in history. You said nothing could be more shameful than what happened in Gujarat in 2002.
Naturally, when the riots opened up there, it happened under him too, right? We need to talk about it. And isn't it shameful of his own party president of Kerala openly saying Sabrimala is a golden opportunity for us to make politics? Isn't that shameful? I mean, how can you just, he thinks everybody forgets the past. And according to his convenience, he will go to the past when you ask a question in the present. Isn't it more shameful? Just ask him.
Was Sabrimala a right thing to do?
No, it is not the right thing to do. But him commenting, what is shameful? Supreme Court gives a judgment. Yes, I have told in the recent interview, CPI, Mr. Pinarayi, could have been little cautious. Yes, women should be allowed. We are talking about equality. But there are certain issues we need to take. We need to take enough elements, precautions. We should not do it in a haste. Probably he is hasty. It's wrong. And all other parties are making politics of it. So as a common man, I am saying everybody who wants has their agenda. Everybody has an agenda on that. See, that's not fair. And this man, at that point of time, he knows when to open his mouth. And now he will go there and say, there is nothing to do, ruling government. What about the lynchings in his ruling in this country today? What about silencing dissent, his silence on it? What about fringe elements, his silence on it? What about demonetization which has been put on, his silence on it? Our Prime Minister, on demonetization, he is silent in 17 languages. There is 17 languages in the note. None of the languages he speaks about it. Isn't that shameful?
So your fight is against the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the BJP, or your candidates against in Bengaluru Central?
What do you mean? I don't even know who's the candidates yet. They have not announced. I'm the only first fellow in this country to have announced the candidature. I'm a citizen. I don't have a high command.
You have a sitting MP anyways.
Let them see. Then once they get the tickets, let them come. I need to know who their candidates are. And because by the time they do their caste equations, who to appeasing equations, whom to get. See, it is open drama.
But your fight is against the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra.
It is not the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It is about the governance. Who is Narendra Modi ji? After 6 months, he is another MP. They have the arrogance saying they are going to be here for 50 years. Who are they? The people, citizens of the countries will decide. So we don't like that arrogance. The governance he has done, the promises, we all liked him when he came in 2004. It is not that we hated him coming. It is not that. But what happened to the jobs? What happened to agrarian crisis? What happened to the youth? What happened to demonetization? When they started GST, we said it is badly planned. We didn't say it was wrong. And 200 times they had to change, more than 200 items. And finally they have come to where they are. What about the money looted in between? This is a country. You need to govern. You need to be thoughtful. You need to see a vision. You can't experiment with people's lives.
Demonetization and black money.
Yes, you can't experiment.
The agrarian crisis is an experiment.
Experiment. You can't experiment. We need solutions. We need scientific temper. Done. You should be shameful about it. That too, sir. You just can't get away. Say it and go. And this is not done. We are talking about women's issue. What about the 33% of women empowerment bill? He's been just sitting on it.
Triple Talaq was passed.
What about empowerment? You are just sitting on it. You are talking about this and you can call somebody a Shurparaka. You are talking about women empowerment and you can talk about, what was that, 50 crore ka girlfriend. कुछ भी आप कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं. No double tongues. There is somebody, there is a citizen who will question too. And I'm talking about facts. I'm talking about what has happened. But we can't do that. Be responsible.
Karnataka's coalition, in a way, we have seen that there's a lot of poaching that is taking place. Everybody is equally their hands on it.
Look at the drama. This Karnataka, Sankranti, we the citizens of the state, should be in happily having, reaping and things like that.
Bring
We
in the
don't
new
know everybody. Everybody is trying to say unstable government. One political party want to poach. Shameless. They don't want. As an opposition party, they are doing nothing. Shameless, they want to poach. And the guys who are getting poached, are vulnerable because the coalition government is not giving them cabinets, they are not giving them power. So nobody is thinking of the country. All three parties, nobody is thinking of the country.
It's all personal benefit.
Yes, naturally, it is seen. Do I have to say it? I am angry, I did not get the seat. There are only 30 seats, so 30 please let them come. Yeah? No. I will stop the government. I will topple the government. You come here, I will give you. On a holiday, 104 MLAs are sitting in Goa in some resort in Bombay.
Delhi. That is
Wherever,
what BJP
Bombay,
is
Delhi,
Delhi.
wherever
Bombay
it
is
is.
where the Congress
Wherever it is.
Resort
They've
politics.
just left. What is happening in this country? Why are they not governing? Why are they not in their offices? What is happening in this country? Who gave the mandate? What is happening? What is the response?
So do you feel that this entire poaching process or this whole process of cross-voting that happens or trying to bring somebody down, this especially is going to be seen closer to the Lok Sabha elections? We are also seeing how it's happening in state politics. But do you agree or disagree to the fact that MLAs have to see opportunity in other parties if they feel that they can form the government and serve the people?
Do you think that's why they are seeing the opportunity?
That's
Being
the
an
claim.
opportunist is different from somebody who really wants to serve. Stop lying. People will call you bluff soon.